welcome everybody to this edition of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong.
I'm the other host, Damon Armstrong. Pleasure to be with you guys.
And I'm Uncle Spoke.
All right. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome. This is Strong Perspective Podcast. This is the podcast. I would love to say this is the only podcast that speak the things that we speak on, but we not, because if we was, we'd be some gajillionaires like Shannon Sharp. We're gonna talk about him today. But if you tuning in, I'm gonna say this periodically throughout the episode. Excuse me. If you're tuning in, don't hesitate. Comment whatever you want to talk about, sports related, whatever you want to talk about. Comment, because what we like to do is we cover different subjects for a reason. You know what I mean? To let everybody know just how well rounded the the Generation X and the baby boomer generations are. We know everything, and we hep like the jitterbugs.
We're hep cats.
The hep cats. You know what I mean? All right, cool cats. But look, a little bit of house cleaning. It's house cleaning or it's housekeeping? It's housekeeping. I don't know why I get that confused. But this is Strong Perspective Podcast. We on every Friday at 7:30 on Facebook, our YouTube channel by the same name, and also we started going live on IG. Check us out. Comment, do what you will, and enjoy our ride, and we'd appreciate it. With all that being said, Damon, how was your day today, brother?
Blessed day, man. The Lord woke me up this morning. I was able to take care of some business, you know what I'm saying? And now, I'm in a relaxed, stress-free moment. Ready to kick it with my brothers, man.
No doubt, no doubt. I definitely appreciate that too. Jaquari, what about you, sir?
Oh man, the day was wonderful, man. I was absolutely permufugated with the goddamn. No, it was a good day, bro. I ain't get into nothing I couldn't get myself out of.
And that's all. Look, that's all we really ask for.
Hey, catchphrases, oneness and promulgated. But hey, catchphrases, man, get on that.
Yeah. You can have it, but give us the credit if you take it now. Shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have another guest coming on tonight, Bill Burnett. He's a friend of the show. We've been on a couple times. He's that Philly cousin that we like to argue with. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to sports. You know what I'm saying? I don't say sports is life, but I think sports is relatable to life. Because in my mind, you can really truly take whatever sport that you participate in, take pieces of it and put it into your life, and you will become. I think you will become uh, uh, successful. You know what I mean? Because one thing, you learn how to win, and you learn how to lose.
Absolutely more well rounded. Because I mean, you take things from life and apply them to sports, vice versa.
Oh yeah, I think, especially when, like me, and this is a question I want to ask you guys, and we'll start with you, Damon, real quick, while we're waiting for Bill. Which sport do you think has the most similarities to everyday life? And I know it's subjective, but just your opinion.
In my opinion, it's got to be basketball, man. Because basketball helps you adjust, based on your own personal talents and stuff like that.
Okay.
With football, man, it's the fastest and the strongest prevails. You know what I'm saying? But with basketball, you have to figure out how to navigate as it pertains to your own personal skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
So if you fail, you go back to, okay, how do I make an adjustment? And the adjustment doesn't require lifting more weights and all that shit. What it requires is, okay, can I shuffle my feet? Can I, move in this direction? Can I do this or do that? Can I work on my jumper? Can I do whatever? That's personal skill sets right there. As far as football is concerned, it's all will, man, moving the next man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't the same size and everybody don't have the same strength. But, what's my man from New York, man? He's a prime example. A man that's killing them from Villanova.
Are you talking about, for the Knicks? You talking about Josh Hart? No, Brunson. Yes.
Brunson is what, 6'2"?
Yeah, maybe 6'2".
6'2". You see how, man, the dude, man, you see his adjustment, how he adjusts his game. He's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And then, he is not a perimeter. This cat goes to the basket, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by adjusting to your skill sets. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to navigate on the perimeter all the way down to the front court. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at his shots, he got a high arc on that joint and he shoot fast. You know what I'm saying? That's adjustment.
Yeah.
Whereas as it pertains to football, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to be faster than somebody or you're going to be stronger than somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And on the NBA court, it's confined, man. In that square, it's confined, man. If you're able to, adjust your skill sets to that confined square circle in the middle, in the paint, I'm saying that's you. That's your skill set. That's your ability. You know what I'm saying? And it's you can allow your will in terms of your skill set to, you know what I'm saying, to make a difference, really. This dude averaging about 35 points?
Yeah.
In the playoffs. And he's a testament, man, to being 6'2", going up against 7+ footers or whatever. Whereas in football, how do you make that adjustment? Man, that's just my opinion, but how do you make that adjustment? You know what I'm saying? As far as, either you're fast, whatever. Very few people can make that transition in football as opposed to basketball. Man. It's easier because you all you got to do is just work on your own personal skills.
Gotcha.
And that translates.
Okay.
Does that make any sense, man?
Yeah, it does. Because, like I said, it's how you see it. How it's similar and relatable. Jaquari.
Personally, man, I'm quite partial, man, to combat sports, man. Mixed martial arts, kickboxing, Thai boxing, wrestling, and don't get me wrong, I grew up playing team sports, football and basketball, and I excelled, but I come to realize over the years that my mindset is more geared towards one-on-one sports, like the man-to-man competition or whatever. I mean, because you get in the cage, in the ring or whatever. It's just y'all and the ref, and it's whoever trained the hardest, man, whoever wants it the most, that's who's going to win the fight. And that's I think that's something that I kind of lost or really didn't have an opportunity to exploit when I was growing up, being involved in team sports or whatever, because I was always like putting a mindset to where I placed my success on how supportive I could be.
Gotcha.
And that's no one's fault but my own. Absolutely no one's fault. Because in my individual position or whatever, I had success, but I could have ratcheted it up, with a lot more selfishness. I only did enough to be, I only did enough to make the team successful, and I hate that mentality, man. And it's taken me years to change that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a winner. No matter what the circumstance, that's first and foremost. But I feel like had I came up boxing, it would have sharpened my already obnoxious confidence. You know what I mean? It would have put me in space, man, to where I would have been more comfortable and taking a chance and making certain investments in myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's once that door closes, man, it's you and it's you against whoever's standing in front of you, and God bless who prevails, man.
Yeah. I mean, okay. And I'm gonna tell you, I put a lot of thought in this. Kind of why I asked the question, because what I do with sports is, you're right, and both you guys are right in all the aspects that you gave, right? But this is kind of how I broke it down in my own personal thing. Basketball, in which I loved. I was great at football, great at basketball, but I loved basketball. I liked football, right? So, welcome, Bill.
Hey
What's
guys,
up,
how
bro?
you doing?
How
What's
you
going
doing,
on? Sorry I got on late.
No, you're fine, man. You're a
What's
friend of
going
the
on,
show.
Yes, sir. I was at work trying to close a couple situations, and ran a little late. I'm sorry. What's
You
going on?
said extra order of donuts came in. You had to,
Yes, sir. Yes,
got to
sir.
make the donuts. That's
Gotta make the donuts.
yeah.
Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, Fluke?
What's going on, man? Good to see you,
It's
bro.
the Detroit Lions bringing you in, man. To coach the linebackers, man. You want to coach the linebackers at Detroit?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna root for the Lions, but my second team is Philly. So
Yes, sir. My man. I like that. I'm just trying to bring Big Dog on, man. He don't want to,
No, sir.
he don't want no parts.
hey,
You better
brother
know
Bill,
why, because y'all
Brother
in
Bill.
the NFC, man. That's it.
brother Bill,
That's all right. What's up, Fluke?
don't fall for that, man. You know I'm a Pittsburgh fan, lifelong, man. Detroit and Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Oh, the Steelers? Okay, I can't argue about the Steelers. I got
Yeah.
much respect. I got little roots in Pittsburgh, so I get them some love. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Well,
Hey,
Bill,
dog, it's plenty of reasons. Remember when I see from Eagles and Lions, baby? Come on now, don't do that.
I got you, dog.
We got plenty of room, man. We might meet up in the championship game.
Yeah.
Have a party or something. You know what I mean?
We will have a party if we meeting up now. You know that.
Yes,
man.
sir. We gotta have a party.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey,
Y'all gotta
Bill,
leave y'all guns at home. Don't bring no guns.
no, I got the babysit. Come on, man. I thought Bill, I thought that was a Lions shirt you was wearing right now, brother.
This is North Carolina.
Oh,
I got
okay.
it on sale. Can you see it? North Carolina.
Yeah.
Tar Heels. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm the goat conversation.
No doubt. No doubt.
Capricorns is goat, so
Hey, Bill, before you came on, we were speaking on sports, right?
Yes, sir.
And the question was, and I'm going to answer it, but you can follow up. The question was asked. I asked the question. Does sports mirror real life? The similarities of sports to real life. Okay.
That's a good question.
So
go ahead.
Damon and Jaquari answered it, and I'm going to answer, and then it'll give you time to really see where we are with it, and then you can answer. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
So, like I said, I break it down. Since I'm older, I break it down this way. Basketball is a team sport. So you had to learn how to do what? You had to learn how to work with 5 individuals at a time, right? But you had a certain skill set, like you said, Damon, a certain skill set you had to master to contribute to the team. So your role, it's like in work, your role is to provide the service that you were hired for, right? Basketball, that's why I said you get those similarities. Then I go to football. This is my order. I go to football. Football is a larger scale working for a corporation, right? Where you have an individual skill, you're in a certain you're a tackle, you're a defensive tackle, offensive tackle, D-back, linebacker. You're in that kind of arena, right? And you have a certain way. Either you're a great pass rusher, or you're a great run blocker, pass blocker, and you're working for the corporation. Now he's gone, but I'm gonna finish. You're working towards the corporation, so you're learning how to work for a bigger scale. Work on a bigger scale. You're working on a bigger scale now, as far as football is concerned, right? And you have the CEO on both basketball. You have the CEO, which brings, whether you respect them or not, they bring a game plan. And their job, because they get paid the most money, their job is to convince you that the game plan is going to work, right? Then I moved to baseball and baseball and golf, leisure sports. I liken them to retirement.
Okay.
You take your time and do what the hell you want to do. So when you're retired, if you want to get out there on the road to baseball, if you want to get out on the road to go sprint, run after something, run up and down the road and do the things you want to do, right? You can do it. Or you can stand in one spot and work from there.
Okay.
Whatever hobby that you have.
Okay.
Same thing when it comes to golf. You're swinging it. Leisure, money, you're talking business. And it teaches, both those things teach you how to relax, but be ready.
Okay.
Well, that's just a little small synopsis of when you're thinking about sports. That's where I come from with it. And just the last thing, sports is very important to me because it taught me how to work with other people, to gain my own independence at the same time, and know my worth.
Okay. What would you say tennis is at in that particular thing? Tennis is like golf?
No, shit, tennis is
Tennis is murder row, bro.
yeah.
You got
No. You know what tennis is?
God.
You know what tennis is? Is if you gotta go back to work after you retire, you have to go back to work and make an extra bit of money, either put some kids or grandkids through college,
Yes, sir.
or
you know,
vacation.
what's crazy is I always thought baseball was a very challenging sport when I was growing up. Out of all the sports, I was too short to play basketball like on a level like y'all did because the way I played, I was too short. Football was always my sport, but I thought baseball was always really challenging because even though it's a lot of individual stuff that you have to do, it's a lot of timing, preciseness, Surprising athleticism. When you see some shortstops and outfielders, and you got to be really quick on your senses because when that ball leave that bat, sometimes man, you don't know where that ball going.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to track it down or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think being a pitcher to me is just as hard, maybe not as dangerous, but hard as being a quarterback or a goaltender in hockey. To me.
Yeah.
To me, I mean,
pitchers are pinpoint, man. I mean,
yeah.
So you can liken pictures to a consultant, an independent consultant.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
I wanted to try out for the baseball team, in high school, man, and it was I didn't have a skill set.
Me either. Yeah.
Because I was going against guys who have been playing baseball their whole lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just they were little bitty boys or whatever. So I was, it just wasn't a chance of that. That's why I started doing track.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. When I went to high. Go ahead, Fluke.
Here's baseball, man. This was frustrating me about baseball, man. Baseball is all hand-eye coordination, man.
Yes, it is.
And that's before you even get on damn base, man. You can't even put your
golf too.
You can't put your physical skills into play until you can hit that damn ball, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the one sport also, Fluke. That's the one sport, Fluke. You really can't hide a guy. You can hide a good athlete in football.
Yeah.
Who can't really play football? You can hide a good athlete in basketball. Like say a guy like Rodman, who's like a good athlete, just physical and crazy. It's hard to hide guys like that in baseball. And so you just rebound. You know what I mean? Or you just play defense. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's why they got designated hitters.
Yes, sir.
Good point. Yeah.
When I went to a white high school, West Cat was a half white, a lot of white boys. They had a baseball team. I thought I would play with the basketball players. I was just short, but I was competitive. I played football, of course. But I went out there and messed around with the base. Some pitchers was throwing 80 miles per hour. 80. That's 100 miles per hour, like the pros. That ball, I was like, oh my, I need to get glasses. Baseball is a tough sport.
Yeah,
it is.
And here's the crazy thing: going up against a left-hander, you sweep it down. They're trying to knock your head off, man.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You gotta be on point to play baseball. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be real disciplined and strong.
Baseball is the only sport I know, man. Maybe hockey might be second, but baseball make the most athletic cat, man, look like a girl trying to swing at the ball and hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen a cat throw the ball when they be having what they call it when they throw out the first pitch?
Yes.
90% of those people cannot throw.
That's
exactly.
From the goddamn pitching mound to home base is a long way.
That's a long way.
It's a long way.
That's a long way.
But
and them guys throw with velocity. So they throw with velocity.
Let's be fair.
90 miles per hour, and they gotta locate that pitch.
Let's be fair. The four of us, and I'm just talking about throwing the first pitch. The four of us would be able to throw that first pitch. It wouldn't be fast, but we would be able to do it.
I'll be able to do it too.
Because we have been throwing baseballs our whole life. You understand?
And that's
people ain't throw that. You can tell. Like, no.
Yeah. I was surprised 50 Cent not threw it well. Remember that?
Listen,
50 Cent.
He was too busy holding on to a pistol when he was a youngin'. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bill, the three of us, man, we so accurate, man. We put an apple on the end of a stick.
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna try to pitch. I'm not gonna try to pitch. I'm just gonna throw it out back to the catcher. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Try to pitch. I'm not gonna try to pitch the ball. I'm gonna throw it back. That's all.
That's it. Yeah. But were you finished, Bill?
Yeah. I mean, everything you said was correct to me, Big Dog. About it teaches discipline. It teaches accountability. You know what I mean? Because when I played football, I played D-line or whatever, I was accountable for I get my job done so that the guys next to me or behind me could do their job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it teaches accountability. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to work. You know what I mean? And and to be honest with you, to play any sport, football or basketball or hockey, or soccer, you can't be no pussy either. You gotta be. You might not be. You gotta have some heart. You know what I mean?
You do.
You gotta have some heart. Dog, you play 2 sports. So that says a lot there on a high level. So, what I mean, I was my problem. I just didn't get 6'7" like y'all. I'd have played in the Big East if I had some y'all height. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I ain't 6'7".
How old are you, Fluke?
We didn't talk about that last week, though.
6'5".
How old are you? How tall are you, Fluke?
6'5".
Okay, 6'5". Okay, look a little taller than that. Ja'Cory, how tall are you, Ja'Cory?
And then my high school coach gave me a complex when I walked out on the court. He was like, look at Damon. If his legs were straight, he'd be about 6'7".
Right. I'm done, big dog. I'm done.
Okay.
With Ja'Cory, was you 6'8", Keith 6'9"?
Yeah.
I'm 6'7", man.
6'7".
Hey, Keith, are you taller than Clifton Branch? Couple dudes I used to work with up here.
I'm taller than Branch. No. I don't know. Branch me and him might have been around the same size, but see, that's when I had bad knees, so my legs started blowing up. But Branch is he a legit 6'9". You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Yeah, and I see myself at one time before it started getting bad. I was looking him straight in the eye.
Yeah.
But there was one time before I got my knees replaced, both of them. I went from 6'9" to 6'7" easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
And then when it was bold, then I'm leaning forward.
Yeah.
Hey, look, y'all see how I'm looking in this camera right here? This is how I was looking at you.
Like you're looking over
Hey, Fluke, Ja'Cory. I work with a guy that you study something named Branch. He's about 6'8", I guess. Good boy, good baller. More of a finesse center than me.
Oh my God, man.
He sway can get big dog. I try to tell him big dog playing the Big East. What did Branch play at, Keith? He say he played
Clarion.
Damn. Clarion. Yeah, Clarion.
Listen,
from your hometown, Fluke.
Bill.
Yeah.
I got you on here right now. You asked these two men what kind of basketball player I was. I was no joke. And see, but I'm saying that what I'm saying to you when I say no joke, I was mean as a damn rattlesnake, and did not. I would shut people down. That was my favorite shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
Fluke, how you broke my hand?
Look, that's why with Branch. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. That's why with Branch, his boy, and Branch started talking smack. My knees started feeling better and better. Like, yo, let's do this shit, because I'm telling you, if I shut you down in my knee, because it was my right knee, if my knee bad, I shut you down. You ain't nothing but a bum. that's I had to tell him, like,
Branch was good. Branch was good though.
He's good because he ain't running into. I don't know. I've never seen him play.
Yeah,
so let me put it like this.
Right.
Some people are fantastic when they're only playing against people 6'5". You understand what I'm saying? See, it hit different. It hit different 6'9" and above. You feel me? It's what it is. Either you be fearless or not. And I'm not taking away, because he's a homeboy. Branch is a homeboy. He's from Detroit. But you've never seen me now. You've never seen me play.
I did.
No, I'm not talking about you, Bill.
Oh, right. Okay.
You never seen me play, and you want to talk shit? I said, man, I'm gonna come out of retirement and bust your ass. I told him that, and he looked at me and started laughing because he saw that I was serious about it. Well, you know what it was, Fluke and Ja'Cory. I'm gonna leave it on after this. Bill was coaching that squad, and they was killing everybody, right?
We were the prisoners with that.
Branch's boy was a little point guard. And you want to talk about a cheerleader for his man? This dude especially when he started drinking, this dude was talking cash. Oh, my man to do this, my man to do this. I'm like, man, what are you, his woman? Calm the fuck down, man.
Well, you know, to be fair, y'all, I gassed you up, big dog. You know what I mean? You know, I talk a lot of shit, you know. Because Brand's started getting the big. Brand's got the big head, so I was like, you know, I said, my man, I know my man Big Dog played the biggie, played the clarion. Nigga, you ain't play nowhere. So shit like that, talking shit, and that's how it kind of gets started. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you now, this is the funniest shit. At that moment, I knew, bad knee and all, that I wouldn't dominate it, but I would frustrate the hell out of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be able to do the stuff that he thought he could do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't, like I said, it wasn't no, I wasn't mad about it. You saw I wasn't mad about it. It was like,
no.
I'm looking at him like,
I'm just shit talking, that's all.
Yo,
yeah.
You cool, homie. But this little motherfucker right here, I was like, man, that shit was hilarious.
I seen Big Dog get mad, intense the game, get mean. You ever tell you how he broke my hand right before I had to start my first job? You ever tell you that story?
The same job that I helped him get. But go ahead.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That's
what you gonna remember mostly. I appreciate it, but what you say, I appreciate you helping me, but let's talk about the other situation.
Go ahead and tell him the story, Bill. Go ahead and tell him the story.
We was balling up trees, right? I guess I had a couple nice plays, you know. I guess I got to talking shit, and something happened. I was just vague though, and Big Dog, I got a rebound or something. I got to talking shit, and how did my hand get on the ground though? What, you knocked me down or something?
No, you didn't. I can't really. No, we was running down the court, and you stumbled.
Tripped. Okay.
And and then in them days I was still balling.
Yeah.
But you know the younger me where I could just turn on the motherfucking rice kernel or whatever, right? Couldn't do that no more. Couldn't do it no more. I saw Bill right there. Hey, Fluke, I avoided him completely except for that hand.
Stepped right on my hand.
Stepped right on it.
Hell, that was all you needed.
And then hey Fluke, he started yelling at me and trying to grip me out. I said, Keith, you broke my hand, man.
No, hell no.
Hey,
he didn't know. His hand was hurting. His hand was hurting.
It was swelled up on me.
And we were still talking shit.
Yeah.
After that, he found out the next day his hand was broken. You see how you be gassing up,
I'm trying to visualize this shit right now. Y'all running down the court and you stumbled forward and Keith couldn't avoid your hand. And Keith look at you and say, you trying to fuck us both up, man? What you doing, man?
That's how it was. That's how it was, Luke. That's how it was.
It was, and you know what's so crazy? It was a freak play because it wasn't I pushed him.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He fell.
Was trying to get them.
And you know, look, and I'm admitting something to you. At that time, I had the agility of a damn panther. That time it was a damn elephant. Like,
yeah.
I remember playing up on the park, and I was going full steam because I saw the lane, and the dude was trying to get out my way. We both rolled over, dust flying and shit. I said, God damn, man, what is you doing?
Right. Yeah. That was the good old days. That was fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But look.
That was the good old days.
But like I said, man, I think it's a shame that we get older and the games that the sports that we love to play, you know, some of us see, you know, and that's the thing about it is, had I taken care of myself more, because my knees got bad because I kept playing when I gained weight. And when I decided to lose weight, it was pretty much too late. So all I could do is go to work.
Right.
I can run after somebody at work. You know what I'm saying? I can wrestle, in which I had to. I can do all those things. But be on that basketball court, I wasn't trying to be out for 2 weeks because my knees were sore.
Right. Hey, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all this. You know how they say, well, a motherfucker fall off the cliff and shit? I can remember exactly when that happened to me. I'm playing on the outside court. And I'm dunking left and right. I'm doing my thing. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm feeling myself. I went up, dunked, 2 hands came down, and my knee gave out and shit. Shit was separated, whatever. And then I kept on trying to play, and I was like, uh-oh.
Something ain't right.
Uh-oh. And it took me 6 months to recover from that shit. Didn't nobody low bridge me. I just came down wrong. And I was like, dang.
I don't have bad knees. I got bad ankles, but I think it's playing on concrete all my life. Like, you played on concrete too much, I think, man. You know what I mean? I don't think I started really playing on like wood every day until I went to bed. Well, it was always in Jimbo's playground, parkside, outside. You know what I mean? I think after a while that takes a toll on your body too, your joints and legs and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think we was built different.
Yeah.
I mean, because every summer back at the crib in Ypsilanti, Michigan, when we finally like knew we was gonna be there, every summer we used to go to the park. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
And we used to ball out all day long.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like when I stopped, I was like, oh my God, my body. No. It's, you know what I'm saying?
We used to go to the park and ball and walk to the park, ball all day and walk home. I mean, if I had to do that shit, today, man, I'd carjack the shit out of a motherfucker. I had to.
Hey, look. Hey, Jaquan, you don't have to because we got Uber now.
You got Uber now, yeah.
Hey, man, what's that address of this motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't know how to Uber.
Back in the day, man, it was all the mindset too, because you go there and it'd be like 40 motherfuckers ready to play.
Yeah.
And you have to have the mindset that
you ain't coming off that court.
You got to pick the right people to play with, man.
You do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick the right people to play with, because if you lose, man, it'd be dusk and dark, man, by the time you get back over the court, man.
But you know what, though, Fruit? I used to love when you come in there late or something. You got to pick the team. You got to go on a team. Whatever team, can I get on with you? Yeah, I'm on with you. Have a team upset and stay on the court with motherfuckers you don't know, or build a little chemistry, a bond, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should love that, man. Beat the big boys, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
See, one time, me and Keith and Calvin from Buffalo stay on the court all day at trees, didn't we, dog?
We did.
Like 10 games.
I'm going to tell you.
Motherfuckers was mad at me and Big Dog.
I'm going to tell you the funny thing about it is what I would do. The team used to play across the street, so I'd go play with them. And then when they was done, I would come back over to Trees Hall, right?
Oh, the park. Oh, yeah.
And see, I'm going to tell you the crazy thing is, and Bill always look at me funny when I say it, I played at 3/4 when I played at Trees Hall. If it was
I believe that. If
it was just me. Because look, I did the stuff we had to do. Like, I grabbed all the defensive rebounds. Like, there's no fucking way that we're going to lose this game. And I know I can go grab the rebounds. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to be out here all day. Because it was just, because it was still in me. Because I was finishing my last year of school. You know what I mean?
Ipsy though, man.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying, growing up in Ipsy though, man, it was something to be said. I mean, going up to Perry School or the Magic Square, man. I never had to wait for a run. You know what I mean? And coming from a basketball family and not having basketball prowess, I took a lot of shit from people. I took a lot of shit from people. I was clumsy. I was, you ain't no hooper like your brothers. I used to do this. No, you didn't. I'm a scrub or whatever, but I got on before you. and I guarantee you this: if I lose, you're gonna pick me up. So that's a hell of a feeling, man, for real.
Oh yeah. I think. Hey Bill, now you done been on here. You done been on here 100 times, man. And I'm not exaggerating, but bro, let me just say this to you. I've been wanting to tell you this all along. If you got to get off, you do the right thing. You put the mute on. Turn your camera off
did.
too. I know. I'm saying turn your camera off too.
Okay,
No,
all
I'm
right, I got you. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, hey, Bill.
Sit up
I'm
there.
just fucking with you, man.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Bill.
We
So
can't
we
hear you, but
don't
we
catch you.
Uh,
So we don't catch you saying, nigga talking all that bullshit. They ain't no
yeah. So
Oh man, no.
we can't hear you, but we can see you picking boogers and shit, Bill.
Yeah, right.
Look,
Oh,
and that's
man.
why I said that, because I don't want, look, even though you setting the phone down, me and Fluke, one of our good friend Eric was with us, right?
Right.
This is probably about maybe a month ago he was on. And he got in trouble with his wife because he had been sitting up there watching. He was on the podcast, right? And got a little bit of steam and all that, right? So he gets up. Instead of putting the phone down, he said he was gonna be right back, right? Instead of putting the phone down, he carries it to the bathroom. And I think either Fluke or Jaquari like, man, did he just take us to the bathroom? So the funny part is, maybe about a week later, Eric said, yeah, man, my wife is mad at me. I said, what's she mad at you for? She said, man, I got off the podcast. She cussed me out. Why you got to show everybody our bathroom? Oh, man, that was hilarious to me.
He took a number. He took a number 2.
Huh?
He took a number 2 on camera.
No. He just took it to the bathroom. You know what I mean? You know how you put the phone down and he was looking at the ceiling. But she recognized that's what he did because she was watching the show.
Okay.
That's all.
Hey, look here, brothers be on this joint, man, and they be beefing with their wife or woman and shit, and then they be like, listen here, man, remember when I told y'all, I told you so and such and such? And you start talking back, and all you see is this.
Yeah, shit.
Blackout.
That's all you see.
Hey, Fluke, it'd be like this. Hey, man, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. See, I want my wife ahead of time. I'm on. Hey, listen, I'm doing a podcast tonight, just so you know.
Yeah.
She give me a dirty look like, you know, come on. I didn't say that. I never said that. I ain't never say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never say that. Then you know what's going on. That's all.
Look, let me ask y'all this question, just because it's sports oriented today. I got 2 quick questions I think you guys can really get into. The first one is, and it's easy, when it comes to foreign-born players in the NBA, foreign-born players, we get all, the ex pros and stuff like that. They have their own opinions about it. But the foreign-born players, do you think they hurt the NBA? We'll start with you, Jaquari.
I don't think they hurt the NBA, man. I mean, first of all, man, they come in, playing at a level that I personally, I've never even fathomed broaching that level or whatever. So for me to have that kind of criticism, man, I don't think it's right. Just from a personal point of view. But you look, I can't even think. You take Dirk Nowitzki, for instance, man. When he came into the league, as a 7-footer, with not one of the best perimeter games in the whole history of the doggone league or whatever, man. He was an anomaly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, everything's different in Europe, and doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just different.
Okay. I think that the difference that you're talking about is the fact that the way we used to do it, they still do it. They make the players fundamentally sound. What you see out of these players is their fundamentals are crazy, just like ours used to be. You know what I'm saying? Bill, so what do you think?
I'm kind of with Jacory. I think they're fine. I mean, they're kind of taking over a little bit because I think Jokic was the MVP, right? And Shea Gilgeous is the runner-up supposedly.
Yeah, from Canada. Yeah.
Wembanyama's the Defensive Player of the Year. I think the only American-born player who won an award was Maxey, right? If I can recall, I think Wembanyama won. No, Rudy Gobert won Defensive Player.
Yeah.
I don't know if Luka. I don't know who won Sixth Man. I don't know about all that yet, but well, I mean, I'm all right with it. You know, I was listening to a podcast and I was listening to one of the older players play. Let's talk. I don't know if it was the Canson or Gilbert Arenas. They said that they're making the game less physical so that the other countries can bring players into the NBA because those guys are not as physical as like American born. I don't know. I mean, I listen. It kind of makes a little bit of sense.
It makes a little bit of sense in the early years with us.
Michael Jordan.
Now,
Michael Jordan made the game less physical.
You think Michael Jordan did?
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, well, no, not Michael Jordan.
The Jordan rule.
The NBA to promote Jordan, not promote him, but to promote the league, and Jordan was the face of the league. And the Detroit Pistons was a very physical team.
Yeah,
and he couldn't get past them. But the Jordan rules didn't have the Bulls beat the Pistons because of the Jordan rules, right? I think the Jordan rules was manufactured through the Pistons. They said we have certain rules on how to play him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, my point is though, I mean, basically, man, in the NBA, they said, a high level of excellence for the sport of basketball or whatever. Now, when, as you said, Keith, they perfect the things that
we don't do.
Was there in basketball or whatever, and they elevate the game. It's not our fault that they kind of kill us with our own game.
Yeah, I get it. All right, Flo, what do you think?
What I think, man, for a lack of a better statement, man, I think, man, it's all about entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Because you from this country where the game came from. You think, with all the bottom line is those cats coming overseas, man, they hone their game, man, because they had to. You know what I'm saying? Some of these cats coming from third world countries, man. Some of these cats coming from war countries and stuff like that. Other than basketball, what else do they have? You know what I'm saying? They're not being held up like cats here in this country. You know what I'm saying? From high school to college, and beyond. These cats, man, they realize, man, that's why they started early in the pros. See what I'm saying? My man from Dallas, Luka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He 24, 23, 24?
He started when he was 16 and 17 years old.
Yeah. Let me ask you something real quick, not to cut you off. Why in the Olympics, though, when American players usually dominate, all American, the best American players play against the best European players? Is it because the European players are spread out?
Yeah,
I think the best European players.
That's part of it.
Yeah, it is spread out, man. Because but when you look at you got Luka, you got Embiid, you got my man from Milwaukee, Giannis, you got. I mean, these cats are like the face of the league right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they're hungry. They're hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't rest on their laurels. They're hungry and they want it. You know, where as opposed to the other side of it, where it's like, hey man, I'm gonna get drafted and I'm gonna become a lottery pick or whatever, and I'm just going whatever. When have you think about it? You got lottery picks who are role players. You know what I'm saying? Come out who are role players.
But they're too young.
You are not,
They're too young.
right? You are not a role player if you're a lottery pick. So there has to be an adjustment, man. And what I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me throw something else at you too, Fluke and Big Dog. Do you think AAU is hurting our American kids? They're not teaching the fundamentals like, European. I've never been to Europe. I don't know. I go by what I hear, okay? They saying that they teach them guys more fundamental, sound basketball. Where our kids coming from AAU in high school, they just being taught to dunk. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's my issue, man. I mean, the sport of basketball, you know, in regards to school age kids, it what you know, it was
I don't know.
you know,
Kevin
applied. So sports and academics could go hand in hand. But when you take your child out of school, you know, off the school team and put them strictly on the AAU team or whatever, then all he's getting is that, you know, all he's learning it, all he or she is learning is that atmosphere. You
Right.
know, I mean, you can't. I mean, if you're if you have bad grades or whatever, you know, it's left up to your parents to not let you play in AAU.
Right.
You know, so where's the work? Playing basketball was a reward. That's how I looked at it.
Right.
For having good to decent grades.
So you blame the coaches in America? American coaches? You think the European coaches are better than American coaches?
I mean,
I wouldn't say that they're better. I would say that they're more hungrier. So they hone their skill sets, man. You look at Luka, man. This dude is what, 6'7"?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How he play, it's like he is not that guy, man, who just go off physical. I mean, he's a strong guy, and he recognizes that he can't jump but 2 feet off the ground and shit. But he knows how to pick his spots. You know what I'm saying? This dude is never out on offense. I'm not talking about defense. On offense, he's always in his zone. Always.
Mm-hmm. Don't play no D though. Don't hustle on rebound.
But he said
he don't play no D.
Okay. I hear him. Okay.
Yeah.
He don't play no D, but he don't have to, man. If you watched the last time Dallas played, who was they playing against?
They're playing against OKC right now.
OKC. My man, I think he got hurt like 4 or 5 damn times or whatever during the game. But when he was out of the game, you saw the ball moving around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the ball moving around, and that's what really made them win the game. But my man, he understands what his skill set is, and he don't deviate from it. You know what I'm saying? And what most people don't realize, man, the taller you are, it's easy to make a jump shot, man.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have anything to obstruct your view. You know what I'm saying? It's hard playing against a cat that's like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", who's shooting jumpers. It's hard to play against that cat because they always in rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their rhythm is not obstructed. You know, and my man, he don't deviate from that. He just playing. You know what I'm saying? Luke is not. He's not challenged, man, in the game today in the pros. He's not challenged because he's at that right height where, you know, he just picking spots, and that's what he knows. You know what I'm saying? Are there anybody in the NBA, man, that's going to knock him off his square? Because
Anthony
it's
Edwards.
easy to knock him, huh?
How about Anthony Edwards?
Edwards is that dog, man. But Edwards is that the anomaly, man. He plays defense and offense, man.
Right.
And he plays it both at a high level. with the athleticism,
But you,
as opposed to
And he got nice size too.
and you
Yeah.
said and you mentioned Edwards. Edwards came from football, so he has the discipline and the work
Yeah.
ethic.
Okay.
look at
You understand?
look at my man from the Suns. Everybody want to talk about is he this and is he that?
Booker.
Not Booker.
Kevin Durant.
Durant. Durant is a dog, man. He a
He's getting
dog.
older, man. He's just getting older.
He getting older, right?
I've never seen a cat as tall as he is to have the skill set that he has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody, we got to get rid of that misnomer. Man, you that elite level or whatever, you should be winning more titles. No, the GM and the goddamn coach need to put you in a position to do that shit.
Teams
Right.
win titles, man, not individuals.
You do not, the job of a coach and the GM is to put your star player in a position to succeed, not fail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Booker, you got Durant,
Bradley
and
Beal.
other.
Bradley
Bill.
Beal.
They all the same. They're the same player.
There's different heights, right?
I think Bradley Beal a little overrated.
But no, he gets hurt too much, Bill. Let me answer Bill's question. First of all, what's going on to me, this is my opinion. The Europeans was way behind us when
Right.
we were growing up because they were learning the game. Their national games was hockey. I mean, not hockey, soccer, right? But then they were introduced to basketball, right? Over in the African countries, the same thing. When they got introduced to basketball, they shipped coaches over there
Okay.
and taught them the fundamentals, how to become how to be a basketball player. What you see the results is there's probably 6 out of the top 10 players that's from another country. That's the result. That's the result of them being very athletic, but their basketball IQ is crazy, and they have the fundamentals. And when it came to AAU, real quick, AAU, because the NCAA and the college coaches were at odds, what they did when they made a giant, because I was there in real time, they made a gigantic mistake. They said 2 things. College coaches cannot go visit high schools anymore, right?
Okay.
And they can only go to a certain amount of basketball games. So what that did was take the power away from the head coach of the high schools. The head high school coaches had no power since 2008.
Yeah, but did it take the power away, or did it keep the power at an appropriate level?
No, because this is why I was getting at that. The AAU coaches were not high school coaches. High school coaches taught players how to play. AAU coaches, enough that
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, that it influenced the guys going into college, right? The AAU coaches were managers and salesmen. The majority of them. There were some who taught kids, right? But what they did was manage teams, because those were the only guys that a college coach could talk to was the AAU coaches.
I'm not a naysayer, man. I do believe, it has its place. But, when we as a community start to depend on, that system, more than the academic system or whatever.
Yeah. But see, and I don't want to, I'm sorry, Corey. I just want to throw this in there and let you finish. It's not AAU that's the problem, Bill. It is
Okay.
It's the travel teams, the YBL. Those were sponsored by Sneakers, and they're invitation only. And now Nike and Adidas and whoever is trying to control, they've been controlled for the last 15 years. They've been controlling these high school kids because it's been invitation only to camps and different tournaments. So the grassroots guys, if they don't know nobody or they don't have the money,
You don't get it.
they kind of ass out, and their players are ass out. So it's no loyalty. And you have to respect the parent, because the parent's like, yo, I love you because you're teaching my kid how to play, but nobody's getting to see my kid. I need him on this.
Right.
I need him on this elite team.
Right, but it starts on the ground level, man. This will give you an example, and I'm not saying that I was on the level with any of these guys. You know what I'm saying? But on the level I was on, man, my freshman year, man, I was shooting guard, shooting forward. You know what I'm saying? Shooting forward. We ran a triangle. I was just shooting forward. But because I was so athletic, they moved me to center. And I remember I asked my assistant coach, Al, I said, hey man, why the hell you got me down? I'm 6'5" and I'm playing against 7-foot people. You know what I'm saying? And you know what he did? He said, I'm gonna show you why. He said, I'm gonna show you why. He took me to the opposite court and he started showing me moves in terms of my athletic ability and how I can prosper and be successful in that position. You know, and once I realized that I had the advantage over cats that was taller than me because I was quicker, I jumped higher, and I was quick. I was fast on my feet. I mean, my spring was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So my 4 years of college, I had 3 moves, man, and it all pertained to my athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And on the other side of that, I remember playing against cats that was bigger and stronger than me or whatever. I knew I was fast. I knew I was, I had the athletic ability or whatever, but I had to think through the game. I had to think through the game. So it might take like 3 or 4 plays down the court. And once I figured you out, once I figured your big man out, it was over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that, man, until that man put me to the side and say, look, man, I know you don't want to play the 5. I know you want to play. You don't want to play the 5 because you feel that you at a disadvantage, but you're really not.
Mm-hmm.
You're really not at a disadvantage. And he taught me the game, and I think that's where we talk about the foreign.
What's your college coach, Luke? Your college coach?
Yeah.
Was your college coach?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You grew up in the time that you still had teachers, man. You know what I'm saying? You was able to be taught. Like I said, this happened when Keith was still in school. That transition where it was you could only deal with the AAU coaches or one of their representatives, because the high school coaches really don't have unless they're legendary coaches, they ain't had no pull. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what it was. What Bill asked about whether or not AAU was ruining. Oh, I think what it is the fact that it has turned into a entertainment-based situation here, man. Our kids our American kids are taught to be entertainers, but the Europeans are being taught to be basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you, and then we're going to go to this next question. I'm going to tell y'all, we have seen the changing of the guards, man. This is the first year we have not seen Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, or LeBron James in the second round. Think about it. That's crazy.
But these cats in their mid to late 30s, and LeBron almost 40 years old. I mean, that's natural progression, bro.
That's the whole point, though. That's the whole point. So that Brunson at New York, he has an old school style of playing because his dad taught him that. His dad went to University of Temple.
He
You know
was
what I'm
a
saying?
coach too,
Point guard.
wasn't
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's the point I'm trying to make more than anything. But let me ask y'all a question, man. Rudy Gobert did not play, and this is geared more from a human question. Rudy Gobert did not play in the second game, not because he wasn't suspended, not because of any sickness. Rudy Gobert flew from Denver back to Minnesota because his wife was having his first child. So he
Right.
missed game 2. My question to you guys is, because he seemed to get a little bit of backlash about it. And I was surprised that anybody had being as the second round, anybody had an opinion about this. So we'll start with you, Fluke. What is your overall impression of it? This is Rudy's first child, and he was there for his wife as she gave birth to his child. And would you have done the same thing?
I would have absolutely done the same thing, man. Without a doubt.
Okay.
I would have done the same thing. My first child, you damn right I would have done that. And didn't care about the fallout. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have affected me at all on any level. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that begs to differ, you know what I'm saying, is somebody who's trying to be whatever in that situation. But you got to think about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you in the public sphere? Are you square? Are you an entertainer? You are absolutely that, but you're still a human being too. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to situations like Rudy Gobert situation, deep down, I don't think that's going to affect him moving forward, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to affect him moving forward, man, because we all athletes, man. And you think about the times, man, when, you know, I'm sure Rudy played games when he wasn't at his best. You know what I'm saying? Or he had to fight through and struggle. I'm sure he did that. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get this man a pass for something that's meaningful to him in his life.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't understand that, then you are just a fan. You know what I'm saying? And you living vicariously through somebody. Oh, if I would have went to the game or I would have played the game, I don't care if my wife was having a baby. Then you have to explain that to that baby she had. Dad, when you went in the in the room when I was born, you gotta live with that.
Dad was out making millions of dollars.
Yeah, why not? Bill,
Dad was out there making millions of dollars.
Oh, hold on. You're gonna get your chance, Bill.
No, I was just making a comment.
No, I get that, and you're gonna get your chance.
Okay, millions of dollars, man. Now all 4 of us as men, are we? You know, you got to ask: are you gonna miss your first child's birth, man? Are you gonna do that? And then come up with the excuse for it? And look here, I made the 1 or 2 games I missed. I made $700,000. You know, are you gonna use that excuse? Hell, $7,000 is dropping the bucket as saying how that child's life is going to be.
Let me ask you something.
Money is not going to make a difference.
Get your chance, man. Hold on, bro.
I was playing a stupid question. That's all. I'm sorry.
I know that, Bill.
Yeah, that's all. Okay,
No, I'm saving you for last for a reason.
Okay.
So hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Jaquari.
You know, it strikes me. It's funny, man, that everybody is up in arms about something that the world accuses us of being lax at.
Wow,
That's
great
deep.
point, man.
As
That's
That's
deep.
deep. Good
That's
as
point,
black
bro.
as black fathers. I mean,
Yes, indeed.
to me, I mean, I don't know him. I don't know his life, but to me, it was absolutely right, and it was huge, and it's a hell of an example, I think.
Okay. I mean, because we discussed it last night, and then you can go, Bill. We discussed it last night, and really and truly, the consensus was it depends on the individual. You feel what I'm saying? And so you go ahead, Bill.
I think it depends on the individual. It depends on the circumstance. It depends on what his teammates said, his family says. I'm pretty sure he ain't the first dude to have a baby in the course of a season. You know what I mean? Like my thing, I was gonna ask Fluke, would that made a difference? It was Game 7 in the finals.
Yeah,
Because it was game
hell
2.
yeah, it make a difference.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
right.
But
Fluke?
you would have to add. But my fault, Fluke. Go
No,
ahead.
no,
man.
big bro, you can answer it too.
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fluke. Answer.
I think, man, it all comes down to the individual person, man. I really do.
But I'm saying this Game 7. But if it was Game 7 the finals, would have made a difference to you? Everything on the line.
Speaking to the question, I would think that, you know what, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna play for the title, and be there for my teammates.
Right.
But guess what? But cats, man, who had kids, who was in that delivery room and all that stuff, would they change it, man? I don't think so, man. I wouldn't change it.
Right. Keith said something that makes sense. With the grace of my wife,
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of times your wife might say, "Go ahead and play, baby. You go and do that.
yeah.
I'm not alone." You know what I'm saying? In some
Right,
circumstances,
man.
like that.
But see, how I think though, Bill. How I think though. Me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. Me personally, I cherish being in that room when my baby was.
Yeah. No, it's no doubt. There's no doubt.
I cherish that. I don't give a damn about anybody else, really, because at the end of the day, as life goes on, it's going to be about you and that child and that experience. It's going to be that. When that child asks you, Dad, what was you thinking when I came out? I don't know, baby. We was at Game 7, man, and I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot happens.
Do you think that child going to give a damn, man? Because you played game, you was in Game 7.
Most nobody. Yeah. I mean,
right, and Bill, the thing about it is, that's what Damon. That's how he sees it.
feels right. I got you. Yeah.
That's all.
I said that from
It's cool. I respect that.
No, I would. I get that.
I respect that. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. I think that the circumstance.
I got 3 kids, bro.
Now, if it's go ahead.
I got 3
If it's
kids,
if it's life and death, if it's in life and death with your wife, you got to go to that virgin room. You know what I mean? A lot of things got to play into that.
I don't. I'm rich anyway. You realize Rudy Gobert's last contract? He a rich man anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
It was easy for him because I've always felt like, and that's a good point. I always felt like, sometimes when you're talking to a fan, and I always think this is the craziest argument. When we go watch somebody play, we go to an arena or a stadium and watch somebody play. That money is not going to the player's salary. Right? So it's going to the owner, because most likely the owners own the stadium. So that's just pocket money. The majority of the money that the owners get has nothing to do with the stadium. It has to do with endorsements and everything else, television, all that, right? So that's where the players get paid from, right? The argument, when somebody says to me, and they could be making a valid point, but then they say, man, he making $40 million a year. What the fuck does $40 million a year got to do with his play? Has nothing to do with it.
And let me ask you guys this, man. I don't know if this is a thing or not, but what does the NBA look like if clauses are going to start to be put in contracts that you can't go to your baby's birth?
Well,
They
that's
wouldn't
why
do that.
that's why they got unions, man.
They wouldn't
Yeah,
do it.
Go ahead.
They wouldn't do that.
They did it before. See, that's what happened when the NBA started to get more popular. That's when their union started putting these different things into the contract, because the owners was pulling that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, before they was getting TV.
They say you can't go to your child's birth.
Yeah, I mean,
They would.
Look, they put a dress code on the NBA, and everybody's still rocking.
They did.
Would you put it past them? You know
That's horrible to say you can't go to your child's birth because it's the middle of the season though.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that in writing. Maybe it's a moral thing. Owners may say, listen,
it's
moral
also
thing, but
it's
You
also
can't justify that.
No. Hold on.
it's also horrible to criticize a man for going to the birth.
I don't think the owners. Only people, I think the people who criticize them were ex-athletes, wasn't it, Keith? Gilbert Arenas.
I mean, no.
I didn't hear
I ran to other people, and it was mixed. It was 50-50. You know what I mean? Just regular people. But look, let me just say this, Bill. What you said earlier. No, the owners wouldn't put in a clause you can't go to the birth. But guess what? They would put it like, yo, we paying you for this service. That's why I said that the union put those clauses in there so these guys can be where they were, that they are.
Yeah, that's bosses though. I worked in detention 20 years. You trying to take a day off for something? They trying to give you need a note. You need. I mean, so that's just life. Always want to try to hold you accountable. You know what I mean?
But it's different life though, Bill, because who we talking about? We talking about entertainers. As much as we love football, we love basketball, baseball. Their job is to entertain us.
And it makes them
makes them a pretty good penny. They ain't busting a brick.
But look,
so if we take a vote,
there's no difference how much.
If we taking a vote out of the four of us, who would miss their child's birth, man, to play a damn sport?
No, I wouldn't.
Hello?
And I'm gonna tell you now, it would be a hard choice. Game 7. Game 7 would be a hard choice. I'm gonna tell you now, and my wife would have to give me permission. But this is the second.
She had to send me back.
Yeah, this is the second round of the NBA playoffs in which you're up 1-0. Why are you complaining? I'm talking about the people on the outside. Why are y'all complaining when they put themselves in a position because he helped them become 1-0 against Denver? Now his child, you know what I'm saying? And it's not arguing against anybody. I'm just throwing this point out there like, come on, man, let's be logical about this.
What if your child, man, what if it was a difficult birth, man?
That goes without saying, though, bro. Yeah.
Well, listen, I get both angles, though. I do. I really do. I understand why he went. I understand why people criticize him for going. I mean, would a guy like Kobe Bryant go? Probably not. It's just I think everybody's different mentality. I don't think it's a right or wrong answer. I think people should criticize him. Let me finish. I don't think people should criticize him for going. I don't think they should criticize him. That's a personal choice. Yeah. But you are making. I mean, you say Keith, you can't count the money. They're making a lot of money to play a game.
So what that got to do with us as fans, though, Bill? Explain that to me.
What does that have to do with us? They're playing a game. They're making a lot of money that we'll never see.
Okay.
And I pay almost $200 to go see them play.
Okay,
When
now.
I go watch when I go see Denzel Washington movie,
I want to hear this.
if I go see Denzel Washington movie, if I go see Denzel Washington movie, right? He's an entertainer, right?
Mhm.
I don't want no half-ass. I want to see the best of Denzel. I want to see Denzel put Equalizer 3 on the map.
Okay.
If I don't see Tom Hanks or Leonardo DiCaprio, you can't say, well, I get paid, but I mean, I had a half-ass day today. I left the scene because it's like, okay, I want to see the best. And you want to be the best.
Bill,
If a doctor, real quick, a doctor who's operating on you, right?
So hold on, don't do that.
Doctors get paid a lot of money.
Bill, we talking about entertaining. Doctors,
okay.
Stop that.
Entertainers, actors. Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
You want to see Denzel put on performance, right?
Of course.
Okay, so you want to see the athlete put on performance.
I'm trying to figure out what that.
Because you know why? You get paid a lot of money to show me excellence.
A baby being born. That's what you're saying?
Well, no. I'm not saying. No, I didn't say that. I said I see both angles. I didn't say that. No, I understand why he did what he did.
Look, we was talking about. I said that we shouldn't count their money because we have nothing to do with it.
And I think we should.
And Bill's responding to that. No, but still, Bill, see, you understand? Okay, let's.
Maybe I'm wrong for thinking like that.
No.
Okay,
it ain't no right or wrong. I was saying to you when people bring it up, I'm like, well, what does that have to do with your opinion about him as a player?
For Gobert, or you?
No, they're just in period. Like, oh man, like your boy Embiid. Embiid is a max. He's maxed out, right?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I say the obvious. Embiid was hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he ain't hurt, he disappears. I'm talking about bad. And me and you talked about this, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
In the past years, he'll disappear in the fourth quarter, or he'll do something dumb. This is all documented. You can see this. He'll do something dumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm not gonna say. And then they pay him
it's not personal. Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I got you. I see what you mean. That makes sense. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Like,
I got you.
I get it. I understand the stuff that actually matters. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he gets on and brag like, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm so and so," I make this amount of money. Who cares? You were born.
Right.
I don't mean that toward Embiid. I'm just saying to people in general.
I mean, last year I went to the subject a little bit. Me and my nephew lives in Dallas. I went to the Eagles Dallas game in Dallas. Them tickets was like $400
I know.
And to buy a soda, Jacory, and a freaking hot dog or a cheesesteak or a piece of pizza, it's like $30. Don't take a little kid with you who want everything, cotton candy, a jersey. They want, you know what I mean? You can bang out a good $500 to $1,000 there, buy yourself a beer, and to go there and see these dudes perform. You're like, oh man, what? Or say it now again. I'm not against Rudy Gobert. If I go to T-Wolves game 2 against the whatever they playing with the Nuggets. And my son wears a Gobert jersey. I'm just playing devil's advocate, brothers.
Okay.
He wears a Gobert jersey, and I didn't pay $5 to give my son that ticket. And you talking, he ain't playing today because he resting, or he went to go see his child get born.
Don't throw resting in it because they're two different things, bro.
Yeah, and plus at that time. At that time, then you as a parent, you got to explain life to your son. Some things is more important than our job.
First of all, now this is how I think.
Yeah, son, he's supposed to play, but that sucker, he's tired.
And that's the thing.
Qatar today.
When you talk to your children, that's how you do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because that money is allotted to that game. You know that you're paying $500 a ticket. You know that.
I'm not talking about my sons. I'm mad I spent that money.
Okay,
I can get on my son's mindset, but I got you.
That's my point.
On a minute level, on a small minute level, man, playing I remember I played, man, with an injury and made the shit worse, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Made it worse because I didn't want to let my boys down, my teammates down. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my point is, we can speculate and feel how we feel as fans, man, but we really
That's
don't.
all it is.
We don't know the whole
We really
story.
don't know.
I agree.
If that was the case, would nobody like the damn LA Clippers? You know what I'm saying? Because my man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to speak about
Oh, my
Gobert
God.
again, big dog. To speak about Gobert again, none of his teammates said anything. So he might have told him to go. You know what I mean? I said, listen, man, go do what you got to do, man. We here. We up one. We got an advantage right now.
And
we see when you get back. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, they was playing with house money too, though. You know
That's
that.
what I'm saying, right?
Become, when it has a conversation become about a person's bag, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just never understood that, man.
The bag is what they expect you to do in the future, but also what you earn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna get no bag unless you prove something.
That's real.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Should that even be in the conversation, man? If you miss the situation, miss the game?
Yeah.
I guess for me, y'all, right now.
The game 7, you got a hell of an argument, man. Because me personally,
Well, like I said,
me personally, I'm about rings.
Oh, look,
I'm about buy
3-2
rings.
in the
I'm
final.
about vacations and everything.
Right.
I'm about rings
and vacations.
You're talking about, hey, baby, you know I got to do this, right?
Hey, Fluke, what's that big white boy that played DM for y'all, the Lions? I think you're bad, man. I think you got Hutchinson. If that mother had a baby and said, listen, I'm not coming to the Super Bowl because my wife having a baby, I'm gonna say, what the fuck? I know. I'll be like, oh, is she done? Is she okay? Is she okay?
It is what it is, brother.
It is what I mean. Yeah, but
here's the thing, man. As far as that conversation with Gobert and all that stuff, it's been hundreds of cats, man, that had babies, man. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't take a game off. So it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, when you talk about that individual situation, I'm just speaking personally. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't because of my experience. My experience is I can tell you about each one of my kids' birth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what it meant to me and how it made me feel. And that has nothing to do with fans or anybody.
Right.
I mean, each time it changed my life. Both times, both my sons, it changed my life.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm talking about that. I really do.
You talking about being insignificant in that situation. My first child, they told me to go stand in the corner. And my wife doctor was a sister. She was like, Mr. Armstrong.
Yeah.
I can't keep telling you to hold that leg up. I was like, I said,
get out of the goddamn way.
Mr. Armstrong, can you go over the corner for a minute?
You can't, during the childbirth, you can't sit there and just scream the whole time.
Look here.
You were a screamer, Fluke? You a screamer, Fluke?
No, man. My wife, our first baby, man. And I don't mean to put my wife out there, man. I was okay until they did the episiotomy, man. Y'all look that up.
All right, now you get ready to get shit.
Yeah, we're going to the medical thing now. Yeah,
you getting ready to you getting ready to get put on punishment, man. You ain't supposed to say.
Are you gonna do
serious, man?
Your screen about to black out in a minute.
It's more common than you might think, man.
No, that's true. That ain't what I'm talking about. You said it. I don't want to put my wife's business out there, and you did it.
I said episiotomy.
Is that similar to a C-section?
No.
Okay. I don't know what that is. I gotta look that up.
Look it up.
No, we'll tell you once we get off, man.
It ain't got nothing to do with her.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Well, look, we can really bring it on home, man. I got one last question for y'all. I just saw this today. Shannon Sharpe and Shaq is beefing. Are you guys familiar with it?
Oh my God.
I haven't seen.
Some of it, yeah, a little bit of it.
All right, basically in a nutshell, Shaq and the TNT crew let
Jokic.
Joker know that he won Player of the Year, right? Now, Shaq wanted the kid from Oklahoma to win it,
Shea
right?
Gilgeous.
He felt that he deserved it, right?
That dude
So
averaged 30
instead
the
of,
whole year.
and this is my problem. The way I say this, you're gonna know I have a problem with it. Instead of him just saying "Great job, Joker," because he has Joker's number. You know what I'm saying? He has his personal number, right?
They could have talked off air.
Instead of him saying it on national television, he said to Joker, "Congratulations on your MVP, but I feel as though you didn't." I don't think he said you didn't deserve it, but he said
He did. Basically, he did. He said, I think you're a great player.
yeah,
You are a great player. I don't think you deserve the MVP. I think Shea,
you shouldn't have got it.
or Shea,
Shea
Shea, I bought it with Shea. I
Yeah.
think Shea should have won. Yeah.
All right, now this is where I have a problem at. Shaq, you know this guy personally. Call him and do that. Why would you do that on national television, right? So that's what happened. Then Shannon, Shannon had that after dark thing with him, Gilbert Arenas, and Ocho, right? So Shannon came up and he gave his opinion about it. And Shannon went through the whole Shaq is this and that, and Shaq is two-time MVP, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that Joker got the third one, Shannon pretty much said that Shaq was jealous. He thinks Shaq was jealous. Maybe Shaq is jealous of Joker, is why he said it. Right?
Because he felt like Shaq could have done more with his career.
Yeah.
If he'd have stayed in shape. Right.
Now that's the thing. He said if Shaq, I'm trying to remember how he said it. No, he said something that, and I think that's why Shaq got pissed. He said, if Shaq had a better work ethic, he would have had more MVPs.
Right. And more championships.
And that bothers Shaq. I don't think Shaq cared about the championship part of it. It's the fact that this is what he said. So Shaq went on Twitter and went ham on Shannon. He said, Google me, Shannon. I'm this, I'm that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He brought money into it. Shaq did.
Yeah. Shaq was pissed. So the question is, y'all remember the old school days when we used to watch our commentator, whether or not they ex-athletes or just regular dudes, right? Do you think that first, was Shaq out of line real quick? Was he out of line for what he said to Joker? And should Shannon have said anything to him about it? We'll start with you, Fluke.
I think that Shannon is entitled to his opinion, but I think that Shannon should recognize who the hell he's talking to, man. You know what I'm saying? He need to recognize who the hell he's talking to. Can I give Shaq room to express and talk about what he see, what his opinion is? Absolutely, man. Because to me, Shaq is the second best center to ever play the game, bro.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Second best player to ever play the game. He can, you know what I'm saying? And Shaq is he's not ugly with his opinion, man. You know, he gives us honest opinion.
Yeah.
Whereas Shannon is caught up in the moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Where is your where is that guy that I came to like and enjoy listening to, man, who speaks about how he was raised and all these different things, man. And you just are you just about clicks, man? You know what I'm saying? Who that, Shannon got 3 Super Bowls. I get it. I get all that. But dude, come on, man. You don't talk, you don't just be willy-nilly about that guy. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is you to even question this man? You know what I'm saying? Are you on that level? You close, but you're not. You're not. And if Shaq give an opinion about somebody, you can look and see and understand where you're coming from. Where Shannon just talking. I mean, I'm kind of biased because I'm disappointed in that guy, man. I used to be a straight up fan of this dude, man. But now he just be, he taking on that Stephen A role. You know what I'm saying? Just saying shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, show some respect. Shaq can critique, man, because he's one of the best that's ever done it. Like I said, I might be biased in my thinking, man, but sometimes I don't like this brother's takes, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you better than that. You better than that. And then you got and then Shaq responding, and it's like that, and then now it's all about clicks, man.
Gotcha. I got you. Bill, what do you think, brother?
Well, I disagree with Fuchs' assessment. I think that Shaq was disrespectful to Joker. I think Shaq is one of the greatest ever done it. And Shannon said that. Shannon says, I'm not on your level. You achieve more than what I achieve. Basketball and football are two different sports.
No, he said that after Shaq went at him, Bill. So let's be fair about it.
Okay. Well, he said it, though.
No, go ahead.
Everybody called Shaq went after Joker, though. If I win an award, my family, Big Bill, you the bounce city, I don't know, whatever, the trees all street, happy to hear, or whatever, right? And somebody say, well, yeah, we give you this award, bro, but I don't personally think you deserve it. I think Big Dog deserve it.
I think he was out of line with it, but go ahead.
And I just think Joker said, man, well, fuck you, Shaq. You could have said that too. But that's not Joker personality, of course. I'm not saying that's right either. Joker took it like a man, and Shaq does say things like Shaq. I've seen Shaq go hard at Embiid. I've seen Shaq go hard. He busts on Barkley for not having rings, right? Shaq says how he feels. I think Shannon Sharp said it gracefully. I think he said it respectfully. I think he said everything. Listen, he said, Shaq, you may be the greatest center I've ever seen play, dominant center I've ever seen play. But you took better care of yourself. You could have been you could have been right. So I think personally, I think Shannon was not no more.
Here, man.
I don't think Shannon was no more out of line than Shaq was out of line.
I think
Shaq,
yeah.
Shaq can't. You can't shoot. I can't take a shot at Big Dog. Right? Hold on. I can't take a shot at Big Dog. If Corey take a shot at me, I think.
Hold on, we're gonna have Ja'Cory go, Fluke. Well,
I can't take a shot at Big Dog.
Well,
I can't take a shot at Big.
Go ahead,
I can't take a shot at Big Dog, and then I shoot a Big Dog, and then Corey take a shot at me, and I get upset and personal about it. I think Shaq was a great center, and some shit Shannon said about him was correct, and I even think Shaq was correct about what he said to Joker. But he, on national TV, he said, "Joker, you don't deserve this award." It do sound like a little bit of a hate there. I'm not saying he's jealous of Joker, because Joker was
his opinion.
Okay, that's Shannon's opinion.
Okay, how many awards has Joker won?
Fluke. Let
I think this Joker's third one, Keith. This is Joker's third one.
Shaq only had one.
You don't think Embiid should have won one of those three?
Hey, Fluke.
Embiid did win one.
Fluke. Bill.
Embiid won it last year.
Bill.
And they said Embiid might.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to Ja'Cory. Then I'm gonna come back to y'all.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Ja'Cory. So what do you think?
I think it's very. I haven't seen it, but it's very disappointing to hear it because it's just another example of black on black negativity in the media, man. I think once our community displays a thicker skin, especially when it comes to criticism from each other, I think it'll put us on a more positive, different track or whatever, because everybody's talking about these things, man. We got rap beefs, we got this beef, we got beefs in the doggone conscious community. I'm a strong advocate for freedom of speech, man. But once you say something, you should expect pushback. But you don't always have to respond. And you definitely don't have to shoot low first. When do we become those people? That's all I got.
All right, well, Damon and Bill, I'm gonna give you both the opportunity to express, your opinion. And Damon, you wanted to say something first, so I'm gonna let you go first.
I think, Shannon is in that field, man, where he had to commentate, man, and have an opinion about stuff. I respect that, man. But when you start getting into a person's resume and all that stuff and say what you say, I don't care if you parse it with, man, you was one of the best, whatever. But let me tell you how wrong you are. Come on, man. That's some old bullshit, man. Real talk. And I might be a little biased, man, in this whole conversation because I think that Shannon Sharpe is heading to all the Jerry Springer type low and shit, man. But that's just my opinion. But on the other side, as far as Shaq is concerned, this dude got 4 titles, man. You know what I'm saying? And we say, well, he only got, think about this for a minute. This is my last point we made. They said, well, Shaq only got 2 MVPs.
No,
Joker
just
got
one,
3.
bro. Just one. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's just one.
Well, he should have had 2 because Nash shouldn't have won that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Real
I
talk.
agree.
But Shaq, man, is the dude, is one of the one cats, man, that can speak on, because I think he's genuine in his critique in terms of past players and now and future players or whatever. I think he's genuine in that, man. And I don't think Joker can fuck with Shaq. I'm gonna be honest with you on any level. So Shaq,
not the Orlando Shaq. No, hell no. But go ahead.
I'm talking about Shaq. Period. Now I ain't talking about Miami Shaq. I'm talking about Shaq in his prime.
Lakers.
LA.
Yeah, Lakers.
He was in his prime in Orlando, man.
Joker cannot even deal with that guy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So can Shaq in a genuine, coming from a good place situation say, hey dude, this is what I see, and this is what this is where I'm coming from. And I, as a fan of Shaq, say he can say that. You know what I'm saying? He can say that. Then that's, for me personally, that's what it is. And then when Shannon, man, that dude irks me, man. This dude, you could talk about any black player, man, who's dominating and doing their thing. He gonna bring up Luka. He gonna bring up Joker. He gonna bring up all these cats. And where is, you know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna dismiss the brother who's really doing the work, because I don't know. I mean, what is your motivation here?
I get it.
Shannon didn't have to be that guy to make that comment, man. Why?
I get it. Bill.
But he jumped on that shit, man. And that's what the problem I had with that guy, man.
Bill.
In the media atmosphere we in now, everybody got podcasts. Paul Pierce got opinions, Kevin Garnett, Arenas, JJ Redick, everybody, LeBron now, Deshaun Jackson, Shady McCoy, the strong perspectives. I mean, when you take a shot at somebody, you gotta expect to get shot back at. That's all. I'm not saying. Listen, I know Shaq would have destroyed Joker, in my opinion, when he was in shape. He'd have killed Joker, but I don't think that was the discussion. Joker had made an accomplishment, and Shaq shot him down and said, "Yo, man, you don't deserve this award."
I thought that was
to me, that was definitely the wrong that started everything else
On the national TV, Fluke.
on national TV. Because
I
even
thought
barking
that
and was like, "Oh wow,
If
like
if
wow."
if if
That's
if
Shaq. Go ahead.
if Embiid didn't get hurt, who was gonna win
Yeah,
this shit?
but if MB got hurt, MB would have won if he got hurt.
it's
So you can't.
What
can't-
about old boy and come on,
Okay.
he was averaging
No.
30, bro.
That's
You right.
a lot of people's
No,
argument. You're
Oklahoma
right.
City.
You're right.
I
But
think
still,
that's why
that
Shaq
doesn't give
said
Shaq
that.
the right. That doesn't give Shaq the right to say, "Yo, man, you don't deserve this award." If somebody said that you, Fluke,
That
you
was
took
crazy.
that personal.
That was crazy.
If you want a MVP, you whatever you need you in, and somebody say, "Yo, man, you all right, Fluke, but you don't deserve this award, man. The other boy deserves the award." You gonna say, well, damn, you know what I mean? You can put me out there like that. That's all I'm saying. Shaq was wrong from the jump. That's all I'm saying.
So Shaq,
I know
Shaq
Shannon-
should
go
have
ahead.
did his job and give an opinion. Was he asked?
Not
that
in the
question?
middle of giving a man an award.
Not giving him the award, man.
Oh,
He
give him the
was
award.
giving him the award. It wasn't like he got
Oh
the
no. Oh, hold on. I didn't know that. Now I just
Yeah.
thought
He
it was
was
like,
he made the
oh,
announcement. He made
Shaq
the
was giving him the
announcement.
award.
Shaq was giving him the award.
Yeah, the TNT.
And he said that.
They
So
had
Shaq
him on
was
there
fucked up,
giving
man.
him the award, man.
Now I
That's
see
fucked
why
up,
y'all
bro.
so animate about it. I did not know that. I thought Shaq just made a comment later on and whatever.
No,
When he was giving
no.
the man the award,
Yeah.
that is
He was talking
disrespectful.
face to face with the man, like, "Yo, man, congratulations, but you don't deserve this award."
Hey, Bill, that's some Kanye shit right there, bro.
Yeah, you know. So
That's
you
some
know, I'd have
Kanye
been
shit
pissed.
right
I'd have been
there.
pissed at Shaq.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I apologize, man, for arguing and trying to. Shaq, you was jacked up on that, bro. For real.
That was jacked up.
Where you was giving him the award?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Making an announcement,
Damn.
"Yo, bro, you won the award, man. Congratulations, but BUTTTTT.
No,
You don't
that
deserve
was
this
real
award."
foul. That was foul.
That's foul. Yeah.
That was real foul. I didn't know
All
that.
right. But
So I apologize, man.
It's all good.
okay, look, we on the fume, so I want you guys to relay this real quick because I'm gonna make this a common theme when it comes to our episodes. I think, Bill, you didn't get a chance yesterday, but basically, real quick in a nutshell, you know, this is called the passing thoughts segment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And really what it is share with us anything that you were thinking about during the course of the day, no matter how small or how large. And
Like
I'll go first.
All right.
I had a passing thought in which I realized that when it comes to being a better human being as I go through the course of my life, it takes effort. It takes effort. And I have a bank in which I sacrifice my valuable time for that effort. That's it. That's my passing thought.
What do you mean, bro? I'm trying to understand. You say you
Okay,
Say that
now
again.
the passing thought is just something that you're thinking about. But the time that I have when being a better person, I reserve time to be that better person. I bank it. You feel what I'm saying? Because my time is valuable. We ain't going in no particular order. Anybody else want to go, they can go.
I'll go. Another Mother's Day has come upon us, and I miss my mother a lot.
Amen. Amen.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. Before I get choked up.
No doubt.
I feel you, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, we definitely feel you, man.
It hurts
God
sometimes, but,
bless
you know,
our moms, man. That's
yes,
good.
sir. It hurts sometimes, but you know, I know they look upon us though. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And then you lost my mother-in-law last year too. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we're going. That's all.
Who's up next?
Prayers with you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank
Damon, Jaquar.
Go ahead, Scott.
Well, I mean, it's for me, just making sure that I maximize my opportunities, man. I mean, that's actually something I thought about today. Not being satisfied with my position or my progress because of outside factors. If I'm not satisfied, it's solely because I'm not satisfied. Because I've been thinking about going back to the gym lately. Making healthier choices or whatever. And usually those positive things start with a thought. And I've had them in the past, but it feels different this time. So that's what it is, man. Maximizing my opportunities, man, and realizing my opportunities.
Okay.
Jim is good, Jacory. Jim is good.
Thank you.
Damon.
I think for me, man, is that I can't allow myself to be disillusioned, man, from the progress that I made with myself and my family. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to me, man, that the world that we live in works against us, and nobody's really, really, really paying attention to that. It's always outside of us, man. You know what I'm saying? We got things taken away from us because we are supposed to be I'm talking about black people, African Americans, black people. We're supposed to be understanding where we don't have to, we have to deal with reverse racism. What the hell is that shit, man? Don't just make any damn sense to me. And we have to deal with things, man, that's outside of our compassion, and that means anything. You know what I'm saying? I can never understand why things that we are compassionate about has to be questioned, as opposed to anybody else outside of us is meaningful. Where they passing laws and whatever to make sure that other people outside of us is being recognized, and it's like, so what are you doing? Are you ignoring our struggle? What are you doing? So I'm left in that space where I have to fly under the radar and make sure that we continue to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at everything that's happening on the social media and all that stuff, it's challenging everybody, attacking people and all that stuff. And the people that is attacking you, I mean, how do you? I spoke about reverse racism. How is that even a point, man? That this says that you are selfish and you don't choose to see another side of it. But if it's somebody that looks like you know what I'm saying, it's all over social media and it's all over, you know what I'm saying, TV and whatever. And it's like, you don't really get it. You don't know you don't know what it feels like to be victimized, but you want to claim that you're being a victim. And it's like, for me personally, as a 58-year-old guy, none of that shit makes sense because you're contradicting yourself. And do you really care? Do you really care? Obviously, you don't, because you can go to a winning side and say, "Hey, man, they deserve to do what they do because they being attacked." But you can stay at home and say you're being a victim. Make that shit make sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? No, it's about being about yourself, man, and not feeling bad about your past and all that shit. You know, we're gonna take slavery out of the history books. Fuck you gonna take? How the fuck you gonna take? Hold on. How you gonna take slavery out of fucking history books and that's American history, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to ignore other aspects of history, but you want to ignore that because you just don't want to feel bad. Motherfucker, being right is about recognizing, feeling bad about the bullshit that you expose and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard, and it, you know what I'm saying, and that makes a brother like me fly under the radar. You know what I'm saying, and hope that people that's behind me paying attention. You know what I'm saying, paying attention in order how to survive and make it and be that. Well, I don't know if I made sense in that regard, but
you
that's
made
just how
sense.
I feel.
You made sense. I chuckled earlier because I was like, shit, if this your passing thought, you had a heavy ass day.
That's the first thing I'm thinking too, Big Dog. Wow, that's your passing thought. My God, folks.
But here was the thing, brothers, that y'all had to recognize. I got a grandbaby, man.
No doubt.
Turn
No doubt.
3. So I have to think in that regard, bro.
Makes
I
sense.
have to.
Yes, sir.
Makes sense. All right, bro. Look, hell of a show, man. Always. I enjoy doing this with you guys, man. You know what I mean? I think.
Where the hell is our people at, man?
I'm
finna start cussing people out, man. I'm gonna start cussing people out.
It don't matter. It don't matter because we get more movement on our YouTube
calling
channel.
me with the bullshit. Calling me with the bullshit, but you can't come on here and be this. You know what I'm saying? Get involved, man.
Got something to say, right, folks?
I
don't want to get involved. I don't participate. Yep. I got you.
But look, this is Strong Perspective Podcast, man, and we thank you. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel. When you see this later, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe. You know, I really and truly, Bill is a part of our brotherhood. I really enjoy being on the podcast.
Bill's been in our life almost 40 years.
Yeah. I enjoy being on the podcast.
That's crazy as hell, man.
Sitting up here chopping it up with you guys, man. That's real. That is very real. I look forward to this every Friday because we're on here every Friday. This is what we do. All right. Before we go off, last words. Babalushi Mangani. We
Peace.
out. See y'all next Friday.
Peace.
Peace.